Welcome to the Battle of the Thunders. It's one of the most frequently asked questions that I get. Should I run the Tufo Tundero or the Schwalbe Thunder Burts? Now, after this video, you're going to know which tire you should run for your needs and also which one I would choose for my needs. Might not be the same as you, might be the same. So hang on, we're going to go through this, and this way you're going to find out which tire you should choose. First thing to note is both tires are very fast. When I tested these tires, I started with the Thunder Burts and I was having PRs every day that I was going out on my Strava. And then when I did the same with the Tufo Tundero, it was the same. I was beating all my times I did with the Thunder Burts. The Tufo Tundero offers a couple of better quality than the Thunder Burts. First of all, it's faster on the road. Second of all, it's a lighter tire. Third, it is a smaller tire, which means it's going to fit on many more bikes than the Thunder Burt. The other thing is, it's a different tire. For me, the Tufo Tundero, I almost consider it as a knobby road tire. It is that fast on the road. The advantages for the Thunder Burt, well, pretty easy. It's bigger, so lower pressure, more comfortable. It is a very fast tire on all types of gravel, and also it's pretty decent on the road. It has a very good grip when cornering, and it is a very supple tire. If you're riding in harsher conditions and mud, the Thunder Burt is going to win that battle for sure. It sheds mud a lot better than the Tufo Tundero. Tufo Tundero has a tendency to pack it on and not be able to get rid of it. So all of a sudden you're riding slick tires in mud, which is a recipe to have a slippery ride. Now the Thunder Burt does shed mud better, but it is not the best on the market either. It will become overwhelmed when the mud is very, very thick, and with time it's going to pack it on, and yes, it will also become a little bit on the slippery side. I have to say that like every Schwalbe tire that I've owned on my mountain bikes, lifespan on the Thunder Burts is a little bit on the short side. I can already see some signs of use after riding them for about 600 kilometers, so I think they won't be the longest lasting tire out there. I personally don't care much about that because I want grip and I want speed and I want comfort, because for me, comfort is king. Here are the scenarios to better understand which tire would better fit your needs. Number one, if you ride a lot of road and smaller gravel like category 1, I'm telling you the Tufo Tundero is the tire you want to get. If you ride category 1, 2, 3 gravel, then the Thunder Burt, if your bike can actually fit it, is better for those needs. Don't forget that when I measured these tires on my wheels, which are 30mm internal, the Tufo Tundero 48 came out to 50 and the Thunder Burt 2.1 came out to 53. There's somewhat of a difference there, which will affect your pressure, and affecting your pressure to have a lower pressure means a more comfortable ride. If you read online, you're going to see a lot of horror stories about these tires getting punctures left and right and all that stuff. I have to say that I put probably about 1,100 kilometers on both sets of tires altogether, and I did not have any punctures. Yes, I'm not the one that's riding in roots all the time and big rocks and sharp rocks all the time, but I don't think everybody's riding in those harsher conditions all the time either. Don't forget that when you hear all the horror stories from Unbound and stuff like that, when you're in a racing scenario, you do not see what's coming up in front of you. So a lot of the racers will be hitting big rocks, sharp rocks at the last second, and they won't be able to avoid them. So that might be a reason why these tires get a really bad rep for puncturing. I've talked to a lot of people that are riding the Thunder Burts, and they've been telling me that they didn't get any punctures. But if you go online, you're only going to find almost horror stories. You have to know that Tufo did come out with a Thundero HD version to allow you to avoid punctures because it is a thicker and harder casing. Now, for my needs, what would I choose between both? Well, it's pretty easy. My bike can take it, and I would go with the Thunder Burts because bigger tire, more comfortable because of the lower pressure, awesome grip when you're cornering, super fast when you're pedaling straight, in all sorts of scenarios. And yeah, the tire would use a little bit faster, so I'd have to change tires more often. But you know, my dream setup with the Thunderbirds would be a 2.25 at the front and a 2.1 at the back. It might actually be something that I'm going to try out, so stay tuned for that. And pretty soon you're going to see a review of the Race King 2.2, Race King 2.0, the Schwalbe G1RX Pro. That's all coming up on the channel, so subscribe, hit the bell notification, and also keep letting me know what you think in the comments. I love the interaction. So I'm going to wish you a great ride and enjoy the thrill of your rides.